Those are barn swallows, everyone. Hi, I'm Steph, that quirky bird girl, and I am here in Erie, Pennsylvania. And I am with none other than the Presque Isle Audubon, and they are hosting the Festival of Birds. I am so lucky to be here. Everyone has welcomed me with such open and kind, caring arms, and today I will be taking a walk with Steve Burrows. And I will introduce him again later, don't you dare worry. However, I have to say, before I even dive in, because he walked away for a moment, I just have to acknowledge how much I cherish the relationship that I have developed with Steve. And genuinely just his kindness that he's shown to me. I mean, he's truly grown into someone that I consider to be a mentor and a guide. He has so much passion and so much excitement for birds, and it is just so inspiring every single time that I am with him, whether it be virtually or in person. Obviously, in person, it is so much more impactful, his presence. And I'm just grateful for your friendship. Thank you so much. All right, Steve brought me over some binoculars. I was just sharing a little bit about our friendship and how lucky I feel to have gotten to know you and just.
Well, I feel the same way. It's been fabulous to, for you to make that connection and for us to have a chance to have a chat together and then meet in person, which is always cool. And to do it in such a fabulous setting here. We got Baltimore Orioles, we got chipping sparrows, we got house finches, we got all sorts of stuff going on here. So looking for a great morning here, wandering around doing some birding with Steph. There's a Baltimore Oriole right there.
Let's show them. Okay, so there's a Baltimore Oriole hopping around on the ground over there. And Steve caught them like right as we're walking up. He's like, Baltimore Oriole. It was
It's a
awesome.
nice bright bird, one that the birders and non-birders can really appreciate, I think. So great to see him there. Yeah, good setting.
I'm actually curious. I've been looking at this feather.
Uh-huh.
What bird do you think that belongs
Yeah,
to?
I don't know. It's a bigger feather. It's really hard to tell from here what that is. There's a lot of geese around. It might be a down feather from a goose. It's really neat though with feathers, like the structure, the way that the little hooks hold them all together, like each individual one. And when I do the tours in the Arctic, we get eider down, the bird feathers from eider ducks. And if you get it together and you put it in your hands, you can feel the heat because it traps the air and it traps the heat. So that's what eider down is, right? And that's why it's so expensive. I don't know, $1,000 an ounce or whatever for eider down. But yeah, so you can get like a tiny few feathers from an eider duck, like you find on the ground or something. Put them in your hand and put it over. You feel the heat emanating from it as it gets trapped in these fibers. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea.
Yeah. So, but that one there's a lot of geese around, and so that's kind of might be a down feather from them.
Ooh, beautiful.
But yeah, there's lots of stuff
How
around
lucky
here.
are we?
Huh?
How lucky are we?
Yeah, I know. It's all good. And so much to find in nature, so much to see.
So much to find, so much to see.
It's,
Shall we get strolling?
yeah, let's go strolling.
Okay.
See how this works.
All right, so we're just gonna walk and Steve and we're gonna just chat. So
Okay.
Steve has upcoming travels, y'all. And I mean, at this point, you're a world traveler. You are. I mean, you've shared a little bit with my audience about how you've traveled with your, would you call it a sabbatical?
Well, originally when I went with Risa, that was on a sabbatical when we went around the world. Yeah, and then but the other trips since then have been mainly just what I would call research birding trips, and typically Risa will come with me, but for the long ones lately, I've been kind of going on my own because it's such fast, hard travel, and so it's not relaxing sightseeing travel because I have to go to places, see people, take out, check out locations and stuff. But it's always great to travel around, see new cultures, and learn a little bit about places. So I'm a very fortunate guy to be able to do it. I know this.
That's so beautiful. We're looking at an American robin right now on the ground.
I always check the American robins because they look a little like, to me, they look a little like orchard orioles, which are less easier to find.
So how would you tell someone to distinguish between an American robin and an orchard oriole?
the first thing I think would be the shape. To me, the robin always looks a bit more rotund, a bit more thrush shaped, and the oriole's a little more streamlined. And then the closer you look, the coloring is a little bit different. But often in birding, the first thing you get is this impression, this flash of color or flash of movement. And so with a quick flash of a bird moving away, that kind of orangey, rusty breast can look, and the darker head can look a little bit like either of the birds. And once you get a good look at them, most people can recognize an American robin. So it looks like an American robin, but not quite. Then take another look, and it might be something else.
Oh,
There.
oh.